The inaugural game for Sega's new system, Sonic Adventure, has amazing resolution, the best yet in a game ever. Sonic and 5 other characters each have different adventures during the course of the game. The adventures overlap, detailing the release of chaos by Dr. Robotnik. The game has a multitude of levels, a rugged jungle, a Vegas-like city, a desert. The coolest thing about the levels is that certain areas are only accessible by certain characters. Sonic Adventure, the fastest and most detailed Sonic game yet, debuts in the fall of '99 when Dreamcast hits the US.
Our next mega preview is for the latest sequel to the phenomenon that is Tomb Raider. That's right, boys. Lara Croft is back again. This time, she's seeking out a set of ancient artifacts that lay scattered about the Earth. Players travel to India, Nevada, and the South Pacific. A mystery 4th level might just involve aliens, but we're not telling, and Laura isn't either. Tomb Raider 3 is structurally different from the previous games in the series. The levels are now non-linear and can be played in different orders. Laura will have many interesting vehicles to choose from, including a Jeep, a quad bike, and a canoe. Look for Tomb Raider 3 this November from IDOS for PlayStation.
One of Nintendo's top titles is back, and it's about time. The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time, is the first Zelda game for the N64, and it might just be the greatest N64 game yet. A first ever simultaneous release in the US and Japan is planned for Zelda, and you should see it in stores soon. The game itself is positioned to be everything you'd expect in an N64 game. Its many levels are obsessively detailed, and Link has every ability Mario ever had, plus a few. The fighting sections are much like Street Fighter in Link's ability to fight and move, and he doesn't even need a sword all the time to hold his own. In addition to all the levels you must conquer as Link, you must also travel through a vast overworld where time shifts from day to night as you walk. It could even take that long because the new Zelda will provide a 60 to 100-hour gaming experience. The puzzles of this game really reflect the original, and there are some fun bonus games like fishing and shooting your slingshot. Your Rumble Pack comes into play as well, but for how, you'll have to play Zelda yourself, which I'm sure you will.
Here at Fuse, we're not about games all the time. Well, actually, that's not true. However, we are about seeking out cool people in the world of entertainment and getting their impressions on the world of interactive games. Recently, we had a chance to speak with Ken Jordan of the Crystal Method on the tour bus between gigs. He told us about electronic music, the effect of video games on the youth of America, and the use of the Crystal Method's music on PlayStation's Nitrous Oxide. He's this month's Celebrity Gamer.
Fox Interactive is sponsoring the tour. And they make N2O. The Fox dudes called us up in LA, and they're big fans of the band, and they really liked our music. They really liked the album, and they had finished the game, and they had kind of contracted out someone to do music for the game, but it sounded like all like Pong, kind of like, it sounded like video game music, like bing, 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 bing. So they called us up and they like asked us to come over to the Fox building to check out the game. They had just ran our CD, you know, through a stereo while we were playing the game, and it just like really worked good. So it's just, you know, you're in a spaceship shooting bugs, you know, it's nothing too detrimental to our precious youth. Our feeling about including live musicians in our live performance is kind of interesting because, I mean, we've been playing live shows since like January of '95, and our concept has been the same pretty much from the beginning. If we did bring out a drummer and we try to teach him the drum parts that are on the record, right, there's no way in hell he's ever going to play it as well as I program the drums. He's not going to get those same sounds ever in a million years. So the truest representation of what we do is actually the way we perform live. We try to make our records sound like humans made it versus a machine made it or a computer made it or whatever. We use technology just to facilitate the best recordings we can possibly make. We don't use technology to write our music or to make our music. We're not out trying to preach. I mean, we really are just trying to make records that people really think sound great, and we're not trying to like win back our ex-girlfriend or anything with our song. It's like we want you to hear a song and like get goosebumps, sweat, throw up, and then, like, you know, have an orgasm all in once, every song. That's what we're going for.
Our next segment, Code... Derek, busy now.
Shh. I'm trying to beat this level of names.
Why don't they just put the codes in the box?
That's what this segment is all about. Our next guest has a dream and an alias, known only to us as Mario Zeldenstein. He was apparently once a talented game designer, but his real passion has always been to make all video game codes available to gamers everywhere. Alas, he perceived himself as a dangerous reactionary, and much of his research materials burned in a mysterious fire, the actual existence of which we were unable to confirm. To continue his courageous fight against what he terms the godless hordes, he has come to Fuse to let viewers in on the best strategies. Here with this month's Code Breakers is Mario Z.
Derek, JC, are you there? I'm having a hard time hearing you, but before I go, here's some of the coolest codes for the newest games. On Batman and Robin for the PlayStation, just enter this code of the title screen to get invincibility. Remember, there are no codes available that will actually make this game any good. Just press L1, R2, R1, L2, select, X, and circle in order. On Tenchu Stealth Assassins, to fully restore your health, just press start to pause the gameplay, then press left, left, down, down, square, square, triangle, square, and you'll have fully restored health. For level select, select a character, then hold R2 and press left, left, down, down, square, square, triangle, square. Press down on the joypad to choose your mission. For more types of items, go to the item selection screen, hold R1, and press left, left, down, down, square, square, triangle, circle. To increase your item inventory, go to the item selection screen, hold L2, and press left, left, down, down, square, square, triangle, X. On Mission Impossible for the Nintendo 64, just enter these codes at the mission selection screen. If you did it right, you'll hear the phrase, "Ah, that's better." Remember, the Z button is on the back. For Hot Shots Golf, to unlock all the characters and the courses, there's a really tough code. First, make sure there are no memory cards in the system and a second controller plugged in. Now, take controller 2 and hold all the top shoulder buttons, that's the L's and the R's, simultaneously, before the title screen appears. While holding the 4 shoulder buttons, go to the title screen. Immediately after the flash happens, press up, up, down, up, left, right, right, left, up, down, up, left, right, left. You have to do it really quick as the Hot Shots logo is bouncing in, and you have to finish the code before it stops. You should hear a sound confirming that you did the code right. On GoldenEye 007 for the Nintendo 64, to get all 64 multiplayer characters, enter the following very long code. Now, this code can be entered anywhere, but we do recommend entering it on the character select screen with Moonraker Elite highlighted.
Go, 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 go. Yeah!
Thanks, Mario. I sure hope no one finds out where he is. We may need him for next time. Now, this is the part of the program where we listen to Codeboy complain about this and that. Codeboy is the hacker for Game Shark, and in each edition of Fuse, Codeboy is going to present the latest codes for Interact's Game Shark enhancement device. Did you let him out of his cell yet? All right. Here's Codeboy.